morning, everyone. This is Donna coming to you with a new video. I have to say I bit the bullet. I've been doing bullet journaling in a quasi-correct form for some time. So I took some time off in August and did a lot of research, probably 25 hours when you consider all of the videos that I watched, all of the reading that I did. And I decided that I wanted to embark on a new adventure by doing bullet journaling in the proper way or the real way. And you'll see what this means as we go along. I chose this, what is it? Let's undo this. Oh, by the way, instead of closing your book like this, if you'll close it like this, it makes a perfect place to put your pen and it holds securely. So I just wanted you to know that's sort of a mini hack, if you will. But one of the first things that I want to tell you is that to condition a new book. Now, I've done this all my life. When I would get these hardbound notebooks, I would go to the center and just press it down to make it open flatly. But to condition a new book, I saw this on bulletjournal.com. You take about 10 pages and you bring them down and you press. You bring about 10 pages and you bring it down and you press. You bring 10 more pages down and you press. 10 more, of course, until you get to the center of your book. That way your book will lay nicely flat and open when you're using it. So let me introduce you to, let's see, I told you I was going to tell you what this is. Peter Pauper Press. I got this on Amazon, and the reason I got this size, it's about the size of my hand. It actually measures, I believe, 5 inches by 4.5 inches. I wanted a smaller size because I have a long-term goal. I want to be able to convert this all into a traveler's notebook that is field note size. So this is pretty close to that size. So let's get started here. One of the first things you'll have is a flyleaf. A lot of the people will put their names and addresses and what have you on that. I don't like that idea in case it were to get lost. One of the first things you want to do is to, well, let me stop and start again. In order to do bullet journaling of any kind, you need a journal, a pen, and probably a ruler. And that's it. That's all you need, which I think is wonderful. So getting started, one of the first things you do is you put an index into the very front of your book. I've marked mine because I have to refer back to this so much. I wanted to flag it so that I could get to it easily. You can see here that these are the page numbers. These are the topics. And I left 2 pages for that. And you can see I'm already working on the second page. Now, assuming this book were fresh for 2018, you have a year at a glance. Now, a lot of people write down these calendars. I'm thinking, why do that when I've got a perfectly good reference here? And it's a matter of knowing, you know, when the month starts, if there are holidays, special days during the month. And they call this a year at a glance. Now, the next thing, that's an important thing, is to start doing your future planning. Since I started this at the end of August, excuse me. Since I started this at the end of August, I decided my future planning should start with September, go into October, November, and December. And then we'll start the new year. And I think I'm going to have enough room to start the new year in this book. Although, a lot of people will tell you, get a new fresh book every time you start a new year. And I may end up doing that. But for right now, this is what I'm doing. So forward planning, you write down all sorts of things you want to accomplish during the month, key dates that you know about, like I wrote all the key dates to the right side here. Other action items I wanted to get done during the month. And that's called future planning, or just future. Now, this is called a collection, and it is a tracker. I've called it Tracker Special Household Tasks. And what I did is I just did a little tracker chart. But I like to get the fridge cleaned out a lot, well, every so often. Clean the ceiling fans every 6 weeks. Change the air conditioning filters every month. That keeps the thing running efficiently. I have a dryer, and I like to get the lint lines cleaned out every 6 weeks. Rotate my mattress every 3 months, and change my oxygen lines. And you can see that I've already started pre-planning for that. All right? And this does take you from January through December in this tracking. So that's called a collection. That's one form of a collection. Now, the next thing that you're definitely going to need, and I'm going to talk about collections more, and the reason I put this here is because I covered this up. I made some mistakes, and so that it was just space available, and I used it. The key. When you're doing bullet journaling, you want a key. For example, I have changed to a black dot for appointments and any tasks or bullets that I want to accomplish. When they've been completed, they've got a check mark. If I move them forward, you will see this or an arrow. If I move them, let's say a bullet has been coming up month after month after month, and it's annoying you just by hanging there, take it out of your active monthly and move it to your future planning. Pick a month that you are definitely going to address that issue. If it's important, I will use an exclamation mark. If it's iffy, I'm going to use a question mark. And the R with the circles for me stands for research, and the L in a circle is for learning. And I've not made a choice on what to use this for just yet. But it's the key. It's how you're going to use to execute your bullets. Mind you, I am no expert by any shape, form, means. But I would encourage you to go to bulletjournal.com. And also Boho Berry. She really does a bang-up job. Many do on YouTube. Don't just exclude yourself to her. Just key in bullet journaling on YouTube and it'll bring up wonderful examples. You can see here that I have a monthly research project for the month of August, and that was to do research on my bullet journaling. I started the journal on the 24th of August. Up in the upper portion, I'm going to continue keeping appointments and out-of-house commitments. For example, I canceled that appointment, and I did go and pick up my grocery order that day on the 24th. Down here in this section, I will keep bullets, and you can see I've started using the little black dot. When you see a star, that's just a note that I've made. Excuse me, I'm about to cough. I'm going to pause. And this space is for anything you want to make it. You will see most people put a week spread on 2 pages, many different designs and formats that you can use. But I prefer my vertical, week at a glance, working on daily issues. August goals. I want to buy some really unique Christmas cards this year. So I wanted to do some research. Begin work in the studio. You can see I moved that over to another month. Research bullet journaling. Buy supplies. Do a test run of the bullet journaling. That's what you're looking at today. And begin my Christmas list. You can put sayings in your bullet journal. Let me live in a house by the edge of the sea and be a friend to man. And I left out the D. So I'll go back and put that in for you. Here's another example of a tracker. People are using the trackers to track moods, to track their water, to track their exercise, all kinds of things. I have to treat 2 pups every day since this began on a Thursday. You can see that I was able to go through and check off each of the pups when they got treated on that particular day. So that is your daily, is what they refer to it in the official sense. And you can see August went on over for another 4-day spread here. Grow where you are planted. I was just doodling. You'll see a lot of people doodle and draw and are very artistic in their bullet journals. Again, this is a tracker for treating the pups. You can see that I crossed off work in the studio, but you can see I was able to accomplish several things. These got moved forward. That got moved forward. Any calls I want to make. And thanks to a YouTube friend, Marty, I have gotten hooked on Acorn, which is all British television shows and series, and I am loving everything. And I'm keeping a track of that. Now, this is another collection. A collection to me means a list, a note, a list of notes that maybe have a connection or no connection. We would say those that are no connection would probably be a brain dump. But for me, this is a medical chronology, and it's really important that I keep this because I have so many health issues, and I left 2 pages. So now we're moving into the month of September. I put my goals here, and you can see I've started working on a couple of them. Now, let me tell you what I would not want to do again. There were only 3 days here that start off the first week of the month. And I thought I was being very clever. I thought I was being very clever by consuming space in a proper manner. But what happened is my eye wouldn't want to shift down here. It's important to me that the book gives me the visual cues that I need in order to do what I want to do. We're also watching Hurricane Irma. I live in North Carolina, and we're in the glide path, so to speak. So I've got to get all of my supplies ready, my evacuation plan if I decide to do that. Got to take care of all the pups and storm preparedness. Now you can see here we are on the beginning of the month, the week for the 11th. Please excuse me, I keep having a coughing spasm this morning, and I don't want you to have to listen to it on the film. But you can see for next week. And here's today. Let's go back here. Today is, see, I've got to go pick up a grocery order. Since I'm a senior, I take advantage of a local grocery store. You go online, you key in your order, they shop for you, they put it in your basket, then they bag it for you, and you go at an appointed time to pick it up. They come out and they put it in the car for you. Love the service. So anyway, here's today. Now you can see here I need to take extra potassium. I'm using it's called Zebra Midliner Highlighter. They're wonderful. They're sort of a pale opaque color that you can see through very, very easily. I love them, love them, love them. You can see I need to make 3 calls today. I'm going to film another video tomorrow, and the ceiling fans got cleaned tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday, so I need to prepare some things to take to that appointment. And I politely just skipped over it. This is the following Monday I was talking about. I was just doodling. I wrote down here, what is Hurricane Irma going to do? They can't seem to come to a conclusive opinion on what the storm, where it's going to move to. Here's another saying, life doesn't give us dress rehearsals. This is the real deal. I love that saying. So anyway, this takes you through the end of the month of September. Now, I've already started working on my gratitude. Okay, there's the end of the month. On my gratitude. Rather than going through each day to say, today I am thankful for, today I am thankful for, today I am thankful for, what I'm doing is I'm putting a visual layout, sort of a collage. And this would be called a collection because it is a collection of ideas that go together under this topic. But you can see, I've been watching a garden spider build her nest for about 2 weeks, or build her web. Very interesting to watch. Here is the I'm grateful for the zebra mild liners. I'm grateful for my YouTube community. Grateful for a dear friend. I'm grateful that I'm getting a jump start on Christmas this year. I'm also researching for learning. This is research for learning the bluefin tuna, which is a fish that is popular off the eastern coastline. You can see that I've already started my list for Christmas giving, and I've started putting the names in over here. I'll create some ideas. And here is a collection called My Brain Dump, and we're all familiar with that. Now I've done some work in here, but I'm not ready to share that with you just yet. Here's a wish list. Oh, excuse me. In here is some more work I've done, and I'm not ready to share that with you just yet. Now here is another hack. You can put washi tape on the edge of these pages, and it's very easy to see where that page is. Right there. So it sort of acts as a bookmark. Now, I've already started future planning for 2018. And you can see that it goes August, September. This time I'm doing it in a vertical fashion, putting dates down here, most of them, and putting action items up there. And then we get over to, excuse me, the first draft of my 2018 goals. You can see, remove 2 pieces of clothing from each closet until they are thoroughly purged. I want to learn to grow succulents and be successful at it. I want to clean off the carport and clean out a utility shed. And this again is the first draft, but it goes on over here. Counting Down is another collection, as was the Brain Dump. But this is personal information, and so I've covered it up. I do not wish to share it with you. Sorry about that. But you can see I've gone through and numbered the pages. Now, if you buy an honest-to-God bullet journal, and they're published by Lustrum, and the pages are already numbered. But you know what I do? I just go through and number the right-hand page. And if I need to, I'll go back and number in. And once I've done something like this, let's say I've just completed this counting down, I will go back over here. That's on page 105. You can see here, counting down is here. And that is the last thing I have in the book. And the book has 189 pages. You can see I'm using this last page as a pen test. I have been getting some bleeding with this paper. Now this is just shadow, but I did get some serious bleeding when I was coloring in or what have you. And I had to go back and cover some of those up, but that was simple to do. So the basic format: a book, a pen, your index, your year at a glance, your future planning, your key, and a hack: how to break in a new book, how to apply washi tape for a quick and easy get to, and my long-term goal is to be able to work this entire process into a field note size traveler's notebook. I know it can be done. I'm just working on the mechanics of it all right now. So this is Donna. Thank you for being with me today. And please, I do apologize for the coughing and the stop and go of this video. Just having a different kind of day. I wish you well, and I want to thank all of the new people who have joined me. I love having you. Love having you that have been with me for a while too. I learn when you give me your ideas, when you make suggestions. I grow and I get better. So don't be shy about making a comment. So this is Donna. I'm going to sign off now, and I'll be back again real soon. Take care. If you have any questions, leave them down below. And if you're new to this viewing, subscribe. And have a fabulous day. Consider bullet journaling the real way. I think I made note of that. I would explain that. There is no real way. They're just some basic formatting tools, like collections, forward planning, an index. This book is mine. I can do anything in it I want to do, or not do anything in it. I'm learning, and I'll improve with how I want to do this. If you decide to want to do this as well, make your bullet journal yours. Yours, yours, yours. You can look at great videos, and some people out there are doing some fabulous things. But don't compare yourself to them. You know, each of us has a creative streak, whether or not we realize it. Too many people say, oh, I can't do that, I can't do that. Yes, you can. All you have to do is put a pen down on paper. You'll be surprised what comes out. But don't compare yourself to others. They've been in it a lot longer. They are more artistic, perhaps. But that's not to say that I'm not artistic. I can doodle. I can make things look nice. Anyway, make it yours. There are no rules. There are just some general guidelines. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great one. Bye now.